Hello guys, in this video we will be discussing about composition of functions. Definition: let f and g be functions. The composite function denoted by f composite of g is defined by f composite of g of x. Yes, this is being read as f composite of g of x, which is equal to f of g of x. Now, based from this equation, f composite of g of x is equal to f composite of g, or f of g of x. This time, our argument, or the expression inside the parentheses of our f, is now g of x, which is already a function. So our argument here is a function itself. Now, given the functions, we have here f of x, a linear function, because the highest exponent is 1. H of x, quadratic function, because the highest exponent is 2. G of x, square root function or radical function, because of the presence of the radical sign. R of x, which is an example of a rational function, because this is in a form of fraction. Q of x, this is quadratic function because it has an exponent of 2. Now first, we will be requested to find the f composite of g. As what you have observed, this f composite of g of x is actually the same with the definition. So therefore, we are going to make use of the f of g of x, which is the corresponding equation on the right side. So we are going to do that. Now, based on the definition, this is now equal to f of g of x But what is g of x? G of x is just equal to this. So all we have to do is to copy within the parentheses. So this is now f of the square root of x plus 1. Now the argument here is a function which is a radical function. If you are going to relate that from our f function, take note that we have here f, we have here f. So therefore our x value here is equal to the radical function square root of x plus 1. This is now the value that we are going to substitute on our x in terms of the f of x function. By substitution property, this is now 2 times the square root of x plus 1 plus 1. Now at this point, we can actually write this as two square root of x plus 1 plus 1. This is now our composite function. Now let's proceed to our next example. Our next example is having the g composite of f of x. So this is actually the reverse of the functions. A while ago we are dealing with the f composite of g. So therefore we are going to base on the f and the g still. But basing on the definition, this is now equivalent to g of f of x. Now at this point, f of x is now our argument. But what is f of x? 2x plus 1. Substitute. So this is now equal to g of 2x plus 1. Now 2x plus 1 is our argument. It's a function, linear function. But since we're dealing with a g, then we have to base on the g of x function, which is equal to the square root of x plus 1. Substitute this value to your x. So this is now square root of 2x plus 1, which is our x. But wait, there's still 1. So copy that. Plus 1. So this is now equal to, by simplification, we have 2x plus 2. This is now our composite function of g and f. G composite of f of x. Let's proceed to our next example. Now this time, you have to be careful. It's because our argument here is 2. It's not a variable x anymore. So this is now a real number 2. But still, we have to base on the definition such that this one is equal to h of g of 2. So we have here g of 2. So if you're going to write that on a separate sheet of paper, we have here g of 2. Now since we're dealing with the g function, then we have to base on the g of x, square root of x plus 1. Now our argument here is positive 2, which is the x value. This is now the value that we are going to substitute on our x inside the square root. So this is now square root of 2 plus 1, which is equal to the square root of 3. This is now the equivalent value of a g of 2. Substitute. So we have h of the square root of 3. Now at this point, we are dealing with an h. So we have to base on the h sub x function. Substitute square root of 3 to your x. So this is now the quantity of square root of 3 squared plus 1. Now we can actually cancel square root and the 2. So this is now equal to 3 plus 1. Why are we going to cancel square root on 2? It's because square root of 3 can be written as exponential figure 3 raised to the power of 1/2. And 1/2 times 2 is actually 1. So that's 3 to the 1, or in short, 3. So this is now equal to 4. This is now your composite value. Let's proceed to our next example. The same thing. We have here 3 as our argument. Now let's find the corresponding formula. We have Q times the G of 3. But what is G of 3? Substitute here. So this is now G of 3. Our X value would be equal to 3. So substitute 3 to your X. So we have now square root of 3. Square root of 3 plus 1, which is equal to the square root of 4. But what is square root of 4? That's 2. So G of 3 is equal to 2. Substitute. So this is now equal to Q of 2. Now take note, we are dealing with the Q notation. So we have to base on the quadratic function. At this point, we are going to substitute 2 to every x variable of your Q of x function. So this is now 2 squared minus 2x plus, 2 times 2 plus 2. So we have here 4 minus 4 plus 2. In short, the answer would be 2. This is now our composite value. Thank you for watching, and sorry for the writings. It's messy.